As the day began to wind down, twilight quietly crept into Animal Town. The golden sun dipped lower, casting its final warm rays over the clear blue sky. Long shadows stretched across the lush meadow, gently touching the flowing river that ran beside the town, whispering the arrival of night. If you've never been to Animal Town, let me tell you, it's a peaceful and enchanting place. The streets are simple, made of soft dirt, with tufts of green grass gently poking through. Along these streets stand rows of tall, leafy trees, their branches swaying gently in the breeze, creating a natural canopy over the town. But these trees aren't just any trees. They're homes. All the woodland creatures in Animal Town live with their families, but they don't have houses like you and me. Instead, many of them have built their cozy homes high up in the trees. Squirrels, birds, and other tree-dwelling animals have crafted lofty tree houses where they can watch the world below. The other animals find their homes in cozy dens, burrowed deep into the earth beneath the trees. This is where the bunnies and various ground creatures make their homes, nestled safely in the soft dirt, hidden from the world above. In Animal Town, animal children, parents, and even grandparents all live together in their tree houses and cozy dens, scattered throughout the town. There are no roads or concrete here. Everything is crafted from nature's own materials: mud, stone, leaves, branches, grasses, and even delicate flowers that bloom in the warm sun. As I mentioned, there are neat dens carved into the earth and charming tree houses made from sticks and leaves. The animals wear clothes woven from soft grass and silky petals, and their toys are lovingly carved from wood or smooth stone, each one a little work of art from nature's bounty. On one side of Animal Town, a sparkling river winds its way through the landscape, while on the other, a vibrant green meadow stretches out, where flowers bloom in abundance and berries ripen under the warm embrace of the sun. On this particular afternoon in Animal Town, the daylight was slowly slipping away, and night was quietly approaching. Long shadows stretched across the meadow, the river, and the tree-lined streets. The bunny and squirrel children, along with some of their friends, had spent the entire afternoon playing in the green meadow, their laughter echoing in the warm air. They spent the afternoon running around the meadow, playing tag and kicking a ball back and forth. There were jumping contests and running races, laughter filling the air with every leap and sprint. They had gathered bouquets of colorful flowers and snacked on berries plucked straight from the bushes. But now, all the excitement had left them feeling worn out and ready to rest. As the shadows lengthened and the meadow slowly darkened, the warmth of the day giving way to the cool, refreshing air of evening, the animal children began to scamper back to their homes for dinner. The 6 bunny children headed towards their den, nestled beneath a large, branching tree at the edge of Animal Town. The 3 sister bunnies and 3 brother bunnies all lived together with their parents and grandparents. Meanwhile, the squirrel children, side by side with their friends, began their journey toward their home, perched high in the tree next door to the bunny's den. The 3 squirrel children were a big sister squirrel, a middle brother squirrel, and a little sister, who, of course, didn't like being called the baby. As they rushed towards their homes, the bunny and squirrel children called out cheerful good nights to their friends living in different parts of Animal Town. "Good night," they called to the beaver children, who lived by the river on the other side of town. "Good night," they shouted to the bluebird children, whose home rested high in a tree not far from the meadow. "Good night," they called to the fluffy fox cubs, who lived in a den deep in the earth beside the bluebird's tree. The bunny and squirrel children waved goodbye to all their friends, and in return, their friends waved and called back, their voices full of cheerful warmth. They quickly made their way toward their own street at the edge of Animal Town. Along the way, the bunnies and squirrels noticed the other woodland creatures of Animal Town, getting ready for the peaceful night ahead, preparing to settle down for rest. Above them, Teacher Owl soared through the gathering darkness, heading for her perch high in a towering tree. "Good night, Teacher Owl," called the 9 bunny and squirrel friends. 9, of course, because 6 bunny children and 3 squirrel children made 9 in total. "Good night, children," Teacher Owl hooted back, her voice echoing softly through the leafy trees. Just ahead, they spotted Grandmother Raccoon calling her baby raccoons inside to wash up before bedtime. "Good night, Grandmother Raccoon," the bunny and squirrel children said kindly. Their parents had always taught them to be polite, especially when speaking to elders like Grandmother Raccoon. "Good night, little ones," they added, turning to wave at the adorable baby raccoons. "Good night, little babies," they called to the tiny, adorable baby raccoons. "Good night, bunnies and squirrels," Grandmother Raccoon replied in her warm, friendly voice. "Good night, the baby raccoons chirped happily, their tiny voices full of joy. A little farther down the path, old Mrs. Chipmunk was outside her den, carefully taking down the laundry that had been drying in the afternoon sun. She folded the fresh, clean clothes neatly before placing them into baskets she had woven from dried grasses found in the meadow. "Good night, Mrs. Chipmunk," the children called cheerfully. Mrs. Chipmunk looked up, her face lighting up with a warm smile. "What a lovely evening," she murmured softly. "Good night, my dear children. Sleep well." Just around the corner, the bunnies and squirrels reached their street near the edge of Animal Town. There, nestled beneath the wide branches of a tree, stood the warm den of the bunny family. Inside, their mother, father, grandmother, and grandfather were waiting for them with a freshly baked carrot pie ready for dinner. The sleepy bunnies hopped in eagerly, their noses twitching at the delicious smell of the carrot pie, already dreaming of the comfort of their warm beds. Next door, the squirrel family's leafy tree awaited them. The tired squirrel children scampered up to their treehouse door, where a steaming bowl of thick acorn stew waited, its rich aroma filling the air. The weary young squirrels climbed into their treehouse, their stomachs growling in anticipation of the warm stew, all while looking forward to the comfort of their cozy beds. But before the bunnies closed the door to their warm den, they paused to call out to their squirrel friends, "Good night, squirrels." And before the squirrels closed the door to their lofty treehouse, they too called out, "Good night, bunnies." Then, one by one, they all closed their doors as the evening shadows deepened into night, and the air turned cool and calm. The bunny children washed their paws and sat down to eat the delicious carrot pie, happily chatting with their parents and grandparents about all the fun they'd had playing in the green meadow. The squirrel children washed their paws as well and enjoyed their hearty acorn stew, chatting excitedly about the day's adventures. Afterward, the 6 bunny children and the 3 squirrel children each brushed their teeth, each in their own cozy home, getting ready for a restful night. Afterward, they all snuggled up in their cozy beds, just like the other small animals across Animal Town. Mr. Squirrel tucked in his big sister squirrel, his middle brother squirrel, and of course, his little sister squirrel. Though she certainly didn't like being called the baby of the family. He kissed each of them on their little squirrel foreheads, carefully tucking the soft blankets around them until they were as cozy as could be. Over in the next den, the mother and father bunny gently tucked in their 3 sister bunnies and 3 brother bunnies, making sure they were all snug under their warm blankets. Once the bunny children were settled, so tired they could barely keep their eyes open, both grandmother and grandfather bunny came in to kiss their little grandchildren. "Good night, my little ones," whispered Grandmother Bunny, her voice soft and gentle, like a breeze rustling through the meadow where they had played. And with that, the bunny children stopped fighting their sleep. They drifted off into peaceful dreams, just like all the other little woodland creatures throughout Animal Town.
The town fell into a peaceful silence, broken only by the soft sighs and the gentle rustling of a small animal shifting in its sleep. Above, the stars sparkled brightly against a sky as dark as the ripening blackberries in the meadow. They twinkled and winked, silently keeping watch over the sleeping town until the first light of morning.